Good morning, friends. Got my coffee, just sitting down here, about ready to start our school day. The other kids, Elijah's here with me, but all of the other kids are upstairs, busy playing with Lego. I love when they play together so well. It's about 9, usually we start school at 9 o'clock. It's about 9:15 right now. I will blame us starting a little bit late on doing both of the girls' hair nice this morning. Often it's just like a quick brush their hair, maybe do a really quick pony, but I did like a French braid in Charity's hair and like a French braid with ponytails in Zara's hair. Anyways, welcome to this day in the life. I'm going to show you a bit of our homeschool day today. Good morning, Wesley. You're the first one down. Where are the other kids? Also, Wesley, he loves getting out all these little activities. It's okay. In the morning. And then you just left them on the floor. Okay, Wesley. I know what he was doing. He wasn't playing Lego. He was in the bathroom getting his hair all wet. Were you doing your hair? Well, he's been doing something recently where he goes and gets soap and washes his hands. Like gets soap all over his hands and then all over his hair and his face. Were you playing with soap?
Yeah.
Wesley.
My soap.
Only mommy does soap. Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep smelling his hair because it smells like something. It doesn't smell like just water. You put something in your hair, but I don't know what it was. He's all into like the lotions and creams and soaps and just putting stuff on his face and hair. Hey, that's just for mommy and daddy, isn't it?
Daddy.
Just for mommy and daddy. Yeah.
Daddy.
Elijah, did you go tell the kids it's time for school?
Mommy,
Alrighty.
Daddy.
All right, time for school. You're gonna stay close by that I can see you. Yeah, while the kids do school. You sure are. Okay, everybody is down here now. I should show you guys what we're actually doing for our morning time. So oh my goodness. So we start with Bible time. So we are doing these character trait studies. I've gotten a lot of questions on this. It is all printables that I've printed up from iblp.org, I believe is what it is. And so I just had to pick and choose what pages I wanted to print up and what character traits we wanted to study. It was a lot of work putting it together, but we have been enjoying this study. So right now we are learning about boldness. Everyone's going to come sit on the couch while we do Bible. They're not allowed to sit and play while we do Bible time. They come and get their own Bible books out. You can see Elijah has one there. And we do that together. Then when I am done this, they are allowed to go and kind of play quietly with toys as well. So what I'm going to read today from our little morning basket, we're going to do this read aloud. We are still working on our space unit study, and so I like to just get a book to read to the little ones as well. Something that's really, good for a 2-year-old like that little one there. So while I read to them, they are allowed to play quietly on the floor as long as what? What's the rule? You can play on the floor. Not talking and not, pardon me, Sim?
Reading.
No talking and no reading. Yeah, they just need to be quietly listening. I just used all my dry erase markers here to write out our list for the day. So I like to just write it out and put down initials for what each of the kids has to do. And then I just take this and stick it up here on the windowsill. And then throughout the day, the kids come and just erase their initial when they're done that subject. We've recently just adjusted a little bit how our morning looks. So typically when we're done our morning basket time, we would, can you stop humming for a minute? We would go on to do gather round, but the one person who I felt like was just needing a little bit more of my assistance is Zara. So she is in kindergarten currently. And I just found that sometimes she was kind of trying to do her work at the same time as I was helping the other kids, and then she'd get ahead and I'd say, oh, we need to go back and do that together. And she was just trying to get her work done while I was helping the other kids, and I thought she just needs me to really focus on her. So now what we do is the kids all go and do math while I just help Zara with all of her schoolwork at once. It only takes us 30 to 45 minutes. And so she does her writing book, and I am sitting right here helping her step by step. It also really helps because I can encourage her to keep going. Like in math, she can go a lot quicker when I'm here helping her with each one of her questions. That's her Math You See book over there. And then we also do her reading lesson. So we just sit and do her whole curriculum all at once. So while I help Zara with her, Wesley, you're not playing with markers, absolutely not. While I help Zara with all of her schoolwork, the other kids are doing math. So Simeon's sitting beside me doing math. I do need to help him a little bit from time to time, but he's pretty good at just getting his math done, knowing what he's supposed to do. Elijah and Charity each do their math on the computer, but today's a little bit different because, as you saw to start this vlog off, Elijah did his math first thing this morning, so he's done. And then Charity usually does teaching textbooks as well on the computer, but we have a whole bunch of bananas that need to be used up, and she's been asking me if she can make banana bread. And we've just had a hard time fitting it into the day. So today I said, you know what? You're just going to make banana bread instead of math. That'll be your math today. And yes, we're finding a new recipe. And it is going to be some good math because we're going to double the recipe. So every ingredient you're going to do times 2. Yeah. I will search it. Just give me a sec.
Wait.
And can you tell me, Zara, what does the J say?
J for jet.
Good. Can you think of anything else that J says jump for?
Jump.
Good. Now we're on to math. So Zara, what does 3 plus 1 equal?
3 plus 1 equals 4.
That's right. So write your 4 down right there.
What?
Let's, no. Right
That's
there.
what you said it don't.
Okay, let's see a nice neat 4.
Mom, now we can go to
Oh, very good. Okay, now get your blocks
I need to run
and put 7 plus 1 together. Simeon is learning about the minute hand, I think, right, for the clocks? Okay, so for the minute hand, remember the minute hand is the long hand, and you count by 5. So starting at the top, 5, 10, 15, 20. So here's the first one you're going to figure out. So you start at the top, that's 0, and then you go 5,
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
35, yes. All right. Charity just gave Zara a couple of chocolate chips. Are your hands clean now? Let's go ahead and start reading some words. So we are doing Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons. Zara's slowly but surely kind of figuring out reading here. Yeah, so yesterday actually we did the beginning of this lesson all the way to here. We had to work a bit to get these words sounded out, so we're just going to start here again today and see how well she does sounding out these words. So let's start at the beginning dot, and we're going to sound this word out. Say it fast.
C.
Good. Let's try this word now. Yeah?
D.
Sound it out again.
C.
Yes, seed. That's right. Let's try this word. Charity got all of this made. If you want, Charity, I can hold it up, and it might be easier if I hold it up and then you just use the spoon to kind of...
Okay, where are we?
You want to do that? We'll try it.
Mommy.
Here, I'll hold it up. I'll hold it up like this, and then you kind of just use your wooden spoon to scrape a bit out. Now we are on to our Gather Round study. We're learning about space. So we often get one full lesson done. Sometimes we can't quite get a full lesson done. So yesterday we did our study all about the moon. So today we just have to finish up what the kids' notebooks have in it, all about the moon, and then we will also start learning a bit about Mars. I thought we'd get on to our next lesson, which is all about Mars. I actually don't think we're going to, because in this unit they're going to be writing out a comic book, and so it's just quite time consuming. Today they have 8 little squares and they're just kind of making plans for their comic book, what's going to happen in each square, and so it just is a lot of brainstorming. It takes a bit of time to come up with this, so I don't think we'll get on to our Mars lesson, and that's okay. All of the kids just ran away and left me because all of a sudden we could hear that the PS4 was on, and Wesley, yeah, he figured out how to turn it on. Anyways, so these guys are still working. Simeon, sit down. They're still working on their comic book brainstorming. What I've been doing with Elijah, probably about on a weekly basis, is I just do some dictation with me. I get him to pick a book, something that he is really enjoying, one of his favorite books. So this is one of them. He loves books by Gordon Corman. And then I just read probably about a paragraph, like a short paragraph, probably about this long I would read. And I tell him just to really focus, think about punctuation, think about spelling, and then write his neatest. And it is something that he is interested in because it's one of his favorite books. Are you coming to tell me that Wesley wouldn't let you help him?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go help him. You go find a page in your book, Elijah. I will go over there. I'll take care of it. The big kids and I need a little break from these guys. Thank you for putting that away, Wesley. I know he turned it on. I know. You two are going to watch Letter Factory. Okay, Zara? Okay, give it to Mommy. Give it to Mommy. Listen. No Letter Factory until all of these blocks are cleaned up. So you guys are going to work together, get it all cleaned up, and then we'll watch Letter Factory. You can leave your Lego out and play with it while you watch, okay? But all the blocks, Wesley, are you listening?
Yeah.
All the blocks need to be cleaned up. So put all of these blocks into here, and then where did the Ziploc bag? And then put all of these blocks into the bag. Elijah did really well on his dictation. Hey, get back over here. Are you embarrassed? Get back over here. Okay, so I just chose 2 words that he spelled wrong that I want you to do as spelling words. I want you to write them 5 times. Are you embarrassed? You don't want me to show this?
I think it's kind of.
Okay, so 2 spelling words that were wrong.
No.
One other thing is the quotation marks. Remember you wrote Dave Jackson muttered, comma, quotation marks up until the end of that.
Yeah.
Okay? We've got a variety of leftovers, kind of some leftovers, some freshly made foods here for lunch. And look how delicious this banana bread looks. Charity did a really good job on that. We are all just sitting down for lunch. Wesley, he's going to town on his peppers. He loves peppers.
I do too.
Okay, you do too? All right. And while we eat some lunch, I am also going to turn on, we like to listen to audiobooks during lunch, and so right now we're listening to The Railway Children. We have that on our, is it on Hoopla? I think it's on Hoopla. So we're going to listen to that. I have this speaker over here. It's on, so when I play it, we can have some good volume here.
Resourceful and courageous action in warning the train and thus preventing a terrible accident. The presentation will take place at the station at 3 o'clock on the 30th.
We're all done lunch cleanup. Well, almost all done lunch cleanup. Simeon's just finishing up drying the dishes. We always work together kind of as a team to get like right around a mealtime. So at lunch, for instance, one child helps me make lunch, one washes the dishes, one sweeps the floor, one sets the table. We kind of divide it up. One dries.
Sometimes mommy dries, sometimes
usually Simeon washes the dishes. Today I washed and he dried. Okay, come to the table, everybody to the table. We are just gonna do a quick craft today. This is just something random. I thought, oh, I wanna do that today. So we're doing this fun little activity. My friend gave me these flowers like 3 weeks ago now. They have stayed looking good for so long, but I saw a craft on Instagram or something that I wanted to try here before winter's over while it's still cold outside. So what we're gonna do is Elijah went out to the garage and got me some string, put a few flowers into each of these pans, and pour some water in, and we're gonna make a sun catcher. So we'll put them outside to freeze, then we'll pop them out of the pan with some string. Have you seen this before too?
I remember you saying you wanted to do that, and we never did it.
Oh, you heard me saying it. Okay, so we're gonna try this, all right? So if you guys want anything else for your sun catchers, like if you really want a stick in it, everything is still so snowy outside. I don't know if you'll be able to find any acorns or anything like that, but we're gonna try to make, sticks are good.
It's so windy.
Yeah, oh definitely. We had a huge windstorm the other day, so yes, there are lots of sticks actually. And we're gonna try to make these sun catchers. Wesley, Calvin, what do you have? A pencil. Wesley can be busy with a pencil. I forgot to take a video before we brought it outside. So here's the girls' sun catcher. We just brought it out here, so it's gonna freeze. We have the rope in here. The girls made their own little pattern so that after it freezes, we should be able to hang it up on a tree. All right, Elijah and Simeon are done theirs.
Yep.
So here it is, flowers and sticks. We're just going to fill that up with water. And that is about how our school day ends. I just put some lipstick on because I'm about to film a couple of sit-down videos. I forgot that that would look kind of out of place as I end off this day in the life. I just put Wesley down for his nap, and the other kids are playing outside. Zara will come in shortly and go for a little quiet time. Typically I would send Wesley out for a bit too, but he was up this morning just after 6, and so I knew he just needed to go down for a nap. So as far as school goes, the kids each have a half hour of reading to do, and then I think just Simeon still has to do his piano practice. And then at 4 o'clock, all of the kids can have a screen time. They each get a half hour of screen time, but in order to earn that screen time, they know all their schoolwork needs to be done. They need to be done an hour of outside time, and their rooms need to be clean. So it's kind of a nice push for them to get their stuff done. I'm not telling them, come on, you need to practice the piano, let's go, did you do your reading? Because screen time is a very efficient motivator for them. I will insert a picture here, hopefully, of how the sun catchers turn out. Also, I know you guys are interested in seeing what required reading I give to my kids, so I will also insert here what books that my oldest 3 are doing right now for their independent reading. Subscribe to my channel if you are new here, and I will see you next time.